Apple users urged to download Pegasus spyware flaw fix. San Francisco, Apple consumers were urged to upgrade their iPhones on Tuesday as the company announced a cure for a critical software weakness that allows the Pegasus malware to be installed on phones without the user having to do anything. While researching the phone of a Saudi activist, cybersecurity researchers at the Citizen Lab, a research center at the University of Toronto, discovered the weakness. Thousands of people are thought to have been targeted by the Israeli-made Pegasus software, which has been used to intercept the communications of activists, journalists, and even leaders of state, according to media sources. After Citizen Lab informed Apple about the flaw in its iMessage software on September 7, Apple stated Monday that it had rapidly developed a software repair. Such attacks are highly complex, cost millions of dollars to develop, have a short shelf life, and are used to target specific persons, the company said. Citizen Lab said it was urging people to immediately update all Apple devices. Since July, explosive disclosures that governments have spied on people using the massively invasive software produced by the NSO Group, a covert Israeli corporation, have reverberated around the globe. Pegasus can read a target's communications, look at their images, follow their activities, and even turn on their camera without the target's knowledge after it's installed on their phone. The bug Apple corrected on Monday is a zero-click exploit, which means it can be installed on a device without the owner having to do anything more than click a button. To begin listening in on the target's conversations, less sophisticated spyware solutions typically require the target to click on a booby-trapped link or file. Citizen Lab believes the weakness, dubbed forced entry, has been used to install Pegasus on devices since February 2021, if not earlier. It's a variation of a flaw in Apple's iMessage software that Citizen Lab discovered on the iPhones of 9 Bahraini activists hijacked by Pegasus between June 2020 and February this year. The soft underbelly of device security is popular messaging apps. They are on every device, tweeted John Scott Relton, a senior researcher at Citizen Lab who helped uncover the flaw. WhatsApp, whose owner Facebook is suing the NSO Group, was previously accused of being used to infiltrate phones via Pegasus. The security of messaging apps needs to be a top priority, Scott Relton added, urging his followers, update your Apple devices now. The business at the center of the affair, NSO, has denied any wrongdoing and emphasized that its software is only designed for use by law enforcement in the battle against terrorism and other crimes. However, Pegasus, which claims to have clients in 45 countries, did not deny that Pegasus was the catalyst for Apple's urgent software patch. It stated in a statement that it would continue to supply life-saving technologies to intelligence and law enforcement organizations around the world in the fight against terror and crime. Citizen Lab, which first discovered Pegasus 5 years ago with cybersecurity firm Lookout, accused NSO of selling the malware to autocratic regimes for oppressive purposes. Emerging economies including India, Mexico, and Azerbaijan top the list of nations where NSO's clients allegedly identified vast numbers of phone numbers as potential targets. Since the controversy broke in July, human rights organizations have been calling for an international freeze on the sale of monitoring technology until regulations are put in place to avoid abuses. That call was backed by United Nations human rights experts last month. Allowing surveillance technologies and the commercial sector to operate as a human rights-free zone is extremely risky and irresponsible, they said. Meanwhile, Israel's defense establishment has formed a committee to examine NSO's operations, particularly the mechanism for granting export licenses.